Okay, you guys, Coco Black is back, and this is the Kai Project, part 2 to the economic redlining karma in full swing. So where I left off on part 1 was a story of my supervisor bluntly sharing his racism to me in the workplace. Now, for those who haven't seen the first part yet, my lunch kept coming up missing, and I kept finding it in the garbage at work. So I decided after a while to go ahead, a few times of it happening, to go ahead and speak to my supervisor, who was a Hispanic male, about what was happening with my lunch. And he pulled me off camera and showed me his racism. You have to watch part 2 to figure out what that was. Oh, sorry, part 1. But yeah, so I finally went to one of the head bosses, and to retaliate, they went to a young man who was going to school to be an ordained minister, guys, to have him sign a statement saying that I speak racist to him. And it's like, you're trying to be an ordained minister. See, this is why I don't, it's hard for me to acknowledge, well, not acknowledge, but it's hard for me to take someone seriously that just automatically decides, hey, I'm going to go to school to be an ordained minister. I just decided that to be my career path. What should be looked at as a career, it should be a calling, for starters. And if it is looked at as a career path, I can't take it seriously. It's hard to take you seriously, because that's something that's public about itself. That's not something you decide you want to do just because it sounds good, pays good, or it looks good on a resume. That shouldn't, them two shouldn't, you're supposed to divide church and state. So I don't understand that one. I'll never wrap my head around it. And that's from the King James Version of the Bible, because King James, just to get off subject for 2 seconds, King James, I would like to look at the history of King James, and he was the one who wrote this Bible, or who did this Bible, for us to be able to understand, or whatever the case may be, and I don't understand it. A lot of the things in this Bible that you say we're supposed to do, that's supposed to be, they're supposed to send us to eternal damnation. These things are things that King James actually did himself. So, Anyway, back to the subject. So, more often than not, we have economic redlining, whether it be through the workplace, the grocery stores, and the prices we pay, home loans. I mean, the list goes on. The central banking system, for starters. The entire central banking system. This thing, the way it works, is taught in these white schools. I'm going to say white schools because it is. They're taught in these predominantly white schools, starting from elementary school, on how that works. If you go to these urban neighborhoods, or these lower class neighborhoods, or predominantly black and brown neighborhoods, they don't teach you that. Before I left here, 15 years ago, I moved to Arizona again. One of the key factors that helped me determine my decision to do that was because I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and one of the key factors was finding out that these kids are graduating high school in the inner city and are unable to balance a checkbook. I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that one, because that's basic arithmetic. That is basic math. These kids have no idea. If they can't balance a checkbook, how in God's name are they gonna understand the central banking system and its inner workings? They're not. They're going to be lost. So I decided, in doing some research, the schools in Arizona would be a better fit for my daughter. And when we first got there, my daughter was, I want to say, a year behind when she got to Arizona. And she caught up within a semester and a half. My daughter's a very, very smart child. And she loves school. So, needless to say, it was an easy move to make. an easy choice. But as far as this pandemic thing goes, and you see in the news every single day how, these middle class to higher class people are suffering. Well, why wasn't it a problem when it was just us out here suffering? Why was it never a problem? In a lot of these campaigns, we have a presidential campaign coming up. Why is it not talked about? Instead, it's talked about with this pandemic. We have kids, young boys out here being gunned down at the drop of a hat for nothing. Literally, for nothing. Just because their skin is black. And these police officers, and it's on camera. And the first thing they do is they'll pull the person that was murdered, the young black man who was murdered, they pull his criminal background. As if to say he deserved it. That's an insult. That's more than an insult. That's outrageous. So I wonder if I can go out and murder little Sally and you all go pull her criminal background. Don't worry, I'll wait. I mean, this goes all the way back to the beginning of time. You guys remember in elementary school, they used to teach us this song about Columbus. What is it? How'd it go? In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That kind of shit. How do you... It baffles me that we still honor these people. Well, more and more black folks are starting to open their eyes. Open that third eye. And understand how, in God's name, does Columbus discover America when there were already Native Americans here? So I wonder if I can go out and discover Trump's car. Will I still go to jail? A lot of these artifacts that they have in these museums around the United States are stolen from Africa, just you name it, they've stolen it. They stole a whole country, and they still expect us to honor these people. But then we have people like Malcolm X. We have people like, and they were known racists. Christopher Columbus, hell, some of our forefathers that they keep trying to teach our kids about now. They were known racists and bought and sold slaves, had plantations, the whole nine. Yet we're still supposed to honor these people. Then we have people like Elijah Muhammad. We have people like Malcolm X. We have people like Martin Luther King Jr. And these people are considered racist because they're teaching us to have pride in our own culture. They are teaching us the truth about our culture. So now, fast forward in today's time, we have this pandemic. And let's see how that manifests. Well, now we have these same people, known racists. See, they didn't believe before Trump got in office, they didn't believe that racism still existed. Because much like the Klan, they kept those masks on and they did it undercover with things in ways of saying, oh, we're not hiring. With a fat ass I'm hiring sign in the window. Or you're either overqualified or too underqualified. and then hire someone with the same credentials you have. Or we're going to lay you off because we no longer need you in the workplace. And then hire somebody else of a lighter pigment. Or you stay in a neighborhood where crime is very high, so your home loan interest rate is going to be a bit high. Or your car insurance is going to be a bit higher than normal because of the area you live in. Got it. So now that Trump is in office, those racists have taken their Klan masks off. Ain't that something? Anyway, you all, leave a comment in the comment box. Yeah, I'm a bit upset. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment box, like, share your feedback. I want to know what you all think. Till next time, have a great day.